understand, Wolf Blitzer is a AIPAC funded or AIPAC backing supporter and a Zionist. Okay, that's who Wolf Blitzer. And if I spell his name wrong, so be it. Let's listen.
But you know that there are a lot of refugees, a lot of innocent civilians, men, women, and children in that refugee camp as well, right?
This is the tragedy of war, Wolf. I mean, as you know, we've been saying for days, move south. Civilians that are not involved with Hamas, please move south.
I'm just trying to get a little bit more information. You knew there were civilians there. You knew there were refugees, all sorts of refugees, but you decided to still drop a bomb on that refugee camp, attempting to kill the Hamas commander. By the way, was he killed?
I can't confirm yet. There'll be more updated. Yes, we know that.
But can you confirm that civilians are dead? Can you confirm that civilians are dead? This is what the United States knew was coming, and they warned us. Get what you can get done, Israel, before the world come down, because they knew they're committing atrocities. Isn't that a tale that you know that they're committing atrocities? And we're about to send them money to help them prop up the ability to commit these atrocities with no say-so. Let's continue with the wolf.
He was killed. About the civilians there, we're doing everything we can to minimize it.
How is, if you can respond,
like, how is that statement true? How is that statement true? Or let me say it this way. How can that statement be true? And as you're killing, I'm sorry, I'll say it this way. How can that statement be true as you're killing people at a refugee camp? Can you see right before you pull the trigger? You can see all those people. It's thousands of Hamas people staying there. Like right before they pull the trigger, they can see that's all these civilians, and you still do it. How is that trying to prevent them? You think giving them a heads up is the best you can do? I guess that's what they're saying. That's the best they can do, is give them a slight heads up. Now, since I have this here, I do want to bring up something else, because they cut away from that. I want to play a little more of that exchange between Wolf and this guy. And here's Danny Haifong saying, you know, Israel has lost the public relations front when Wolf Blitzer, looks like I spelled his name right, former AIPAC spokesperson. Oh, he was an AIPAC spokesperson. How the hell is he a journalist on damn CNN? Oh, I read that, but I did not look at that closely. For some reason, I thought it said something like a donor. He was a former AIPAC spokesperson, is questioning the IDF on its cruel and unusual collective punishment of the Palestinian people. So because they didn't play the whole exchange, so let's listen to the whole exchange here on this point, at least.
Yes, I can. We were focused again on a target, a senior commander, Wolf, and we'll be updating you with more data as the hour moves ahead.
But even if that Hamas commander was there amidst all those Palestinian refugees who are in that Jabalia refugee camp, Israel still went ahead and dropped a bomb there, attempting to kill this Hamas commander, knowing that a lot of innocent civilians, men, women, and children, presumably would be killed. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's not what you're hearing, Wolf. We're focused on this commander, again, who you'll get more data who this man was. Killed many Israelis. We're doing everything we can. It's a very complicated battle space. There could be infrastructure there.
He's saying we need time to develop a cover story, and you will get that that fantasy story soon, Wolf. He was a very bad man. He killed many people, and we will make those people up soon and send you the receipts. How you don't know that when you're saying that was the main target? Unless it's a made-up story.
There could be tunnels there. We're still looking into it, and we'll give you more data as the hour moves ahead.
Liars.
But you know that there are a lot of refugees, a lot of innocent civilians, men, women, and children in that refugee camp as well, right?
This is the tragedy of war, Wolf. I mean,
you see how they don't care about their life.
Yeah. Move south. Civilians that are not involved with Hamas, please move south.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a little bit more information. You knew there were civilians there. You knew there were refugees, all sorts of refugees, but you decided to still drop a bomb on that refugee camp, attempting to kill the Hamas commander. By the way, was he killed?
I can't confirm yet. There'll be more updated. Yes, we know that he was killed. About the civilians there, we're doing everything we can to minimize. I'll say it again. Sadly, they are hiding themselves within civilian population.
Not
and again,
good
we're
enough
doing this
reason.
stage by stage, and we're going to go after every one of these terrorists who was involved in that heinous attack on the 7th of October. Wolf.
You see how he's trying to pivot? Wolf is like,
Lieutenant Colonel, I'm having trouble hearing you, but let me move on. I assume you can still hear me.
I'm having trouble hearing you. This is sometimes you just be like, man, geez, how are these people this devastatingly stupid and terrible? Dan Cohen also says even with Blitzer, a former Apex employee and Jerusalem Post reporter, can't figure out how to defend the slaughter of 400 Palestinians in a single attack. The Hasbara machine is failing, and that's Dan Cohen. He's done a lot of reporting. All right, so let's go now back to the Democracy Now! Video.
To minimize the loss of casualties, the loss of civilians. And asking people to leave is not a justification. This is not a justification to use this massive amount of bombardment targeting someone. And even then, they cannot confirm it. And it's really weird how the world is looking to that and how they are trying to justify the killing of civilians. This is unacceptable, how to justify killings of that amount of civilians by saying that you ordered everyone to evacuate. First, people need even.
Yeah, that's them saying they did enough. They're saying simply giving you a heads up, as if people can pick up and move their entire lives hundreds of miles away or even tens of miles away with no money, no food, no gas. It is absurd. Absurd. I'll let him finish his point here, and then I'll close this part.
This is illegal to push. These people are forced to flee. And also, there is no place that people can go to. And even here in Khan Yunis, people who are displaced, even like me, we are facing tragedy to provide our daily need, like water and bread. And it's everything is challenging here because there is not enough space in the south to host all these hundreds of thousands of people who fled from Gaza and the north. People who decided to stay there, they don't have any other solution. They don't have any other options. And there is nothing on this planet can justify killing civilians.
And, I am 100% with and agree with what he's saying. Like this, none of what you're saying justifies these killings. It just doesn't. And you thinking they do is bizarre. It's bizarre. And I felt that in the interview when it almost felt like he was like, it feels bizarre that I'm having to explain this. Like, this is crazy.